Hi, my name is Faith, and I will be discussing different biometric authentication techniques. With so many developments in technology and in different technological areas, whether in business or in personal lives, cyber threats are on the rise now more than ever, and traditional methods of data protection are becoming more and more prone to attacks and becoming an easy target. Biometric authentication techniques basically refer to some of the certain cybersecurity measures or procedures that are being used to either log in or access systems, whether again on a personal level or on a business level or even on our industrial or large scale level by individuals. And this basically involves either finger recognition, face recognition, or iris recognition. I will be talking about the first topic, which is the iris recognition, and we need to discuss what the iris is. So the iris is the part, the colored part of the eye that is pigmented, and depends the pigmentation of the colored part of the eye. The iris depends on the melatonin that is contained in that particular muscle. Now, iris recognition in particular is considered to be one of the most accurate types of biometric authentication because of how unique and how different the iris is, and this depends on an individual and is different from individual to individual, which is something that was developed when a child is even in the womb. Iris recognition is used in many different areas, and one of the areas that iris recognition is used is in hospitals and in the healthcare system. Iris recognition in the healthcare system is used to identify patients and to identify the name or the patient, or once the iris is recognized, the system is able to pull out and display some of the information that it has stored in the system according to the patient's data. Iris recognition is used in bank system as well to avoid the cause of fraud, and this ensures that every customer that has access to their particular bank is able to get recognized by their iris before making any transaction, and this ensures that fraud is minimized up to and close to negative. Iris recognition is also used in smartphones nowadays because, for example, an iPhone, for you just to open an iPhone, a user just needs to use their eyes or their iris in this case to look at the camera, and the camera is able to recognize that this is the user of this particular iPhone and automatically unlocks the iPhone. So this ensures security even on a personal level on smartphones, which ensures that nobody can be able to open or access data on your mobile and telephone device unless it is you who has authorized it. Some of the advantages of iris recognition is the fact that it is very user friendly, and this is because the eyes is the easiest part of the face, and your eyes, as long as your eyes are open, the device will recognize that it is you who is trying to sign in, either to your computer or to a system or even to your smartphone, so it is very user friendly. Another advantage of using iris recognition is that it has the no touch capability, which means that it lessens the likelihood of germs being spread from one person to another. This is because someone is just basically using their eyes and not having to touch surfaces or use codes. As much as iris recognition is a very sophisticated way of biometric authentication, it does have some limitations, which could also mean that, for example, if you cannot afford the special equipment and the special cameras that are used for iris recognition, it becomes very hard to use iris recognition because it does require special cameras and development of certain equipment to be able to use and to identify iris. Thank you for listening.